welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to export your map. Alright, so to do that I'm going to use an example from one of my previous videos. Yes, this is what I have done. So to export this map I'll have to go to my layout view. So I click on my layout view. Okay, I already have these grid lines here, so I may want to remove these grid lines. I can double click and I can simply say remove grid and I'll OK this. Alright, now I want to have a proper view of the layout, so I can zoom out to have a proper view of my layout. Alright, now you can see the image is quite small. Now I might decide to use it. There are different kinds of layout options. So let's change the layout. Let's use a template that has we can use a landscape template. Okay, so you can choose any of this, any one that works best for you. If you go to traditional layouts, these are traditional layouts. You can decide to use any one that works best for you. Alright. Okay, so we're going to have to just pick one of it. We'll just pick one of it. So we can decide to use, let's go to the early. Alright, let's use this. So I'll just click on finish, and here you have it. So I just want to increase this. So I'm going to take my zoom icon, and I'm going to draw a box over it and increases it. Alright, so let's add some features to this. Let's add a legend, let's add a scale bar, let's add all the features necessary for a map. So to do that, to add a legend, this is my legend. So I open the legend wizard. Now these are the legend items. Now I don't want this to show. Alright, so I don't want this to show in my legend, so I'm just going to remove it. I'll click on it and click this way. So the field data as a nitrate is going to be there. So the streets, now I don't want all that to show, so I'm just going to click next. I'll just give it some time. Okay, I'm just going to click next. I'm going to click next. I'm going to click finish. So here we have it this way. Okay, so we just have to find a suitable place to fix this. So probably, alright, so I just have to remove some of the information there. If I turn off the field data, go to that bounce off. Okay, so alright, so this is our legend. So I simply clicked on the value that was here initially and I clicked on delete and it went off. Alright, so we have our legend this way. I can decide to shift my map. I want to keep it this way to give some room for the legend. Alright, so there we have it. Then we can decide to add our not pole. So let's have our not pole, our not arrow. So we'll pick anyone that we like. Let's assume we want to pick this. I'll click on OK. So where do you want to have it? You want to have it here. You can decide to change the size. Alright. So let's add our scale bar. Go to insert, so go to scale bar. Then you can choose anyone you want. So let's say I'm going to choose the double alternating scale bar, probably that of the metric. So it shows me my distances in kilometers. So here I have my scale bar. What else do we need? We need the coordinate system. Alright, we need the coordinate system. So use dynamic first and then click on coordinate system. There you have it. It shows the coordinate system. So this now shows the map. And I decide to turn this on. Alright, so let's give it a better I'm going to click on this. I'll click on it again, and then I'm going to call it data point. So that changes it here. Alright, so with your identify tool, which is this, you can easily estimate the concentration of nitrates in areas you have not measured. Remember, these points here are areas you have measured, and then this map here simply shows the distribution of these materials using IDW as an interpolation technique. So if I click somewhere around here, for instance, it should give me an approximate value of nitrates. Here you have it. It's an approximate value of nitrates based on this interpolation technique I've used. So anywhere I click using the identify tool, it gives me an approximate value of the nitrates. That is why we call this a geostatistical modeling tool. Alright? So with the identify tool, clicking anywhere here on this map gives you approximate values of the nitrates. So this becomes our map. And then when we have done this, what do we do next? You simply go to your file, go to export map, go to file, go to export map, then we can give it a name. I'll call it test map. Then we choose the type of image to save it as. I'm going to change to JPEG, and of course this is the, I want to save it, okay, let it be in this document. So I'm going to click on save, and so when that is done, once I go to my documents, I will find the image in my documents. Here it is, this map. So once I open it, you have your test map shown here. So this is how you save or export image in GIS. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.